Hey, what's going up? It's Jason Lord-Surratt coming from Brooklyn. I just watched the complete presidential address regarding the national emergency, all the question and answers. And for this video, what I'm going to attempt to do is discuss immigration. I don't usually discuss immigration because it's such a big, complicated, convoluted, hot button issue that I've never actually known everything. The things that I do know, and I guess I'll talk about it later. One thing that's a little different about this video is I've actually made notes. I usually just kind of ramble, and I still will ramble for my 15 subscribers. I shall continue to ramble, but maybe it'll be a little more targeted. Um, so immigration is a very complicated issue, and I don't understand it completely. And the whole build the wall, it was, from my knowledge, years ago I did a little research on it, and I saw documentaries and I saw news sources. This is actually before even Trump was president, regarding the border control asking for help and needing help. And I understand that Trump went to them and used that agency as a way to secure his nomination so he could become president. Da, 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 da. So I don't consider the wall as a moral American thing as much as it was something that an agency said we need this type of structure to prevent illegal crossings. Now, I understand that people from other countries, obviously south of the border, want to come to America, and I do think that it should come to America. I've spoken many times before that I think our immigration policy needs to be amended, and that is up to Congress, not up to Trump. So, easy now. The wall is not this ideological mess. It is a promise that he gave to Americans who worked at the border who were asking for something. So it's not a big issue to me. Um, People coming into the country, I want people coming into the country. I think it makes our country more diverse. But the problem is, which is so strange, is like if you if you if you build a wall and someone jumps over that wall, then they're obviously doing something illegal because they see a border and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to jump over. I'm going to take advantage of that with a long ladder, or I'm going to tunnel under it." If they do that, then you know that they're illegal, right? You understand that. But if they are desperate and they can find the wall and they walk down the wall to a checkpoint, then hopefully it's not too far so they can go because they can be safe. Then they're asylum seekers. There's a difference between criminality and seeking seeking something that's going to save your life. Now I understand that there's a big backup of people, and the, the Democrats said they want to reduce the beds. They want to reduce the beds so that patrol people are forced to let people go. That's the most insane thing. The Democrats should be saying, "Hey, we want to make more beds. You know what? You want 5 billion? We're going to give you 7 billion, and we're going to build a facility that's nice for these families." But no, this it doesn't make any sense. Like they have billions and trillions of dollars to work with to make people's lives better. Americans and asylum seekers, like what are they doing? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. It's such like if I build a fence and someone jumps over the fence, they're a criminal. If I have no fence, then they're just wandering. We need a way to define criminality, and a wall will define that. Because any asylum seeker who is honest, escaping something, should go find a proper port of entry and walk up to it and be like, "Here I am." Declare yourself. I talked to my wife. I said, when we were driving from Canada back into the States, back to Brooklyn where I live, if I said, "Hey, you know what? Why don't we just like pull off the road and jump across this river and go to America?" Like, why? I mean, we live there. We live there. Why can't we do that? She said, "Well, we got to declare ourselves." Right. The wall is a campaign promise that President Donald Trump made to certain people. I understand. Now, before I go into my notes, here's the reason why the Dems actually don't want a wall. Because America is imperialistic. If there's a wall, then now that's defined. And we can't move past it. We can't take more and more and more. Like, if there's a wall, then they've defined our borders. But America, oh no 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 no. Borders are something that can be fudged so that more space could be taken. So I was watching the speech, the national emergency. What a baller move Trump did in terms of getting a deal, crappy money, whatever. But then on top of that, saying I'm still going to do a national emergency. Like everyone was thinking, oh, you know what? He's going to get this deal, and then he won't do a national emergency. No, he's like, I can do both. I'm the motherfucking president. So wait, a motherfucking president. Hold on. Notes. Jim Acosta at the meeting said, hey, where do you get your stats? And I was like, dude, Donald Trump should have looked him dead in the eye and say, I'm the motherfucking president. I'm the motherfucking president. Where do you get your stats, dude? Donald Trump is super honest, and I would only say honest to a fault, only because our politicians have been manipulating words and manipulating the narrative for so many years that seeing a person saying like, hey, you know what, I might even do that. He was talking about denying it and being obstructionist. And he was like, you know, they're being obstructionist, and they're like, you know what, maybe I would probably do the same thing. Like, what kind of dopeness is that? To be honest and self-aware, to be like, you know what, like, I don't like it, I'm unhappy with it, but you know what, if I were playing a dirty game, I would do the same thing. Yo, he's baller, he's crazy, dude. He's crazy. I can't even understand it. You know, and he's talking about North Korea. He's saying Obama would have started the war. Obama got the Nobel Peace Prize day 2 of his presidency because, let me rephrase. Obama, on day 2 of his presidency, got the Nobel Peace Prize because we know why. Right? We know why. A little of that, a little of that action, a little top nod of the head. Now here's the thing: Barack Obama, the first black president, gets dope mad respect because he is the first black president, and all those young people who are, if you want to say plantation mind, if you want to say trapped in the system, if you want to say just brainwashed, if you want to say just growing up in America, all these kids now can see that they can do it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I am never, ever going to take that away. But what I do know is that a man is a man is a man is a man is a man. This doesn't matter. It really doesn't. This matters. This matters. So when they gave Obama the Nobel Peace Prize for, just for happening to be a successful black person, a man, they just gave it to him. And how much, by the way, how much money do you get for that? What's he doing with that? What's he doing with that money? You're supposed to set up foundations. You're supposed to set up organizations to support people. Obama, what are you doing with your money that you got from your Nobel Peace Prize? What are you doing with it? Last time I heard Obama, he was jet skiing with Russell Branson. Decapitated Head was a missile test program that was going on outside of North Korea where U.S. and Japan, I might be fudging, I apologize, were practicing missile techniques and invasion techniques called Decapitated Head aimed at taking out North Korean leaders. Our Barack Obama, our Nobel Peace Prize winner, when Kim Jong-un, or I think it was his dad, I'm not sure, was like, hey, you know what? We will disarm, we will do all that. All I want you to do is stop flying missiles 2 miles away from my border. And Obama, Nobel Peace Prize recipient, nah, man. We keep it hot, yo. We keep it hot. It's ridiculous. So this... The fact that Trump went over there and was talking to these people and making things happen is amazing. And all those people, they're like, oh, well, it's only for his vanity. It's only because he wants to make his name. It's like, dude, like I've told people, they, I'm a theater person. They've been doing the theater of war for so long that we're blind to it. I want the theater of peace. I want to be lied to about steps towards peace. ZT? I don't know what that was about. Anyway, guys, this is me. My boy is about to come in. Wes, you want to get some of this? Come here. I think he's pooping. Um, Thank you if you've stayed around for this whole long. Oh, I got two more things about just immigration. The reason I don't bring it up is because it's very complicated and I don't understand it. But I have two stories in here in Brooklyn that are kind of inform me. Across the street from my house is a park. In that park, there's benches. I was unemployed for a while, so I'd go in there and sit and blah, 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 blah. I was on the park benches, and I was talking to a gentleman, older gentleman, crying, sad. He had apparently gotten hurt. And because he got hurt, he had to take some time off from his work. And in that time, they hired some people that he described as illegal. I don't know, obviously. I don't know. But he described them as illegal. And he was just broken down and devastated because he had to pay for his care, he had to pay for his life, and get a new job. But he couldn't get rehired because the folks that were working for his old boss were being paid less. So the boss, the great American, was like, I'm going to save some money. You're out. And I think that's wrong. I mean, I talked about sanctuary cities, not here, but like people are like sanctuary cities. Don't you believe in them? Like I believe that people need sanctuary, but the problem is not sanctuary. The problem is the greedy Americans that are going to take advantage of people that are willing to do work for less money and under the table. I mean, that's why I say everybody should just be able to come in to the ports and be like, hey, I'm an American, here's your social, go get some money, because then everyone would have an equal opportunity to be respected and represented. But instead, these business owners are just taking advantage of people. They're just taking advantage of people. They're not saving people. They're not helping people. Like, you want to help somebody? All right, fine. Hire them, give them the same exact pay that you would hire any other person. A white guy, a black girl. Who the fuck cares? But you see someone who's disadvantaged and vulnerable, and so what you do is you say, hey, come and work for me. Yeah, I'm going to give you $4 a day. Obviously, that's being hyperbolic, but I'm going to give you $4 a day, and if you say anything, get the fuck out. I'm an American. I'm a sanctuary. That's the issue. It's not about the people. It's about the money. Second story. 23-year-old beautiful young girl. Living life hard. And I mean hard, like just going at it, like with a smile. You'd walk by, she'd come and get you, grab you out. Trump supporter, got a hat, worked strong, worked hard, didn't give a fuck. Died of fentanyl overdose. 23 years old. Beautiful. We talked about Faust. We talked about the different stages of purgatory and hell and living and the point of existence. We talked about politics, but you know what? Not that even that much, because I get it. And she died of a fentanyl overdose. She thought she was getting some shit. I don't know. I'm not going to put her death on Mexico because that's stupid. I will put it on the pharmaceutical companies. But we got to stop this. I'll leave this here. And this is for the people that made it this whole way. The ones that don't believe me or think I'm crazy, or this is for you. Like, if you don't like it, in a year and a half, you'll be able to vote for something different. I want to move forward. Give Donald Trump a stupid wall and then vote for a person who's going to rip down the wall. That's how it works. Because there's other things that we can be interacting with and dealing with. I hope that whoever found their way to the end of this video is enjoying themselves. And have a wonderful day.